Hi everybody, before I start today's video, which is on the topic of Joe Gatto and his accusations by his accuser on TikTok that recently came up today, I wanted to share a disclaimer about what will come next. This video is a live stream about my first reactions to the accusations on TikTok and also my thoughts to it. This video is not meant to be a accusation towards the accuser. It is not meant to defend Joe Gatto. It is not meant to defend the accuser. These videos are just my reactions and my perspective on the news of today. With that, let's get on to the video. Hey guys, this is a very short video. Well, I guess it might be a case study, I guess, but let's just jump on the breaking news for today. Former Impractical Joker Joe Gatto is in the news for being accused of sexual assault by a TikToker um, named by the name of Juice. So she made a TikTok or several TikToks. She says that even go back to the year of the incident. So let's just see that. Let's see the first video of it. It's this one.
Just got here. There's a lot of people here.
So let's see it. Little did she know that night after. Okay, let's see.
I left
What
this
is it?
in my parking garage just because it smells like the air conditioning. Having a lovely time.
Not much to it. Okay. Anyways, let's see the next one. You guys wanted a story time. This is how it started. Crazy to see you in Milwaukee. Sorry for interrupting your breakfast. It was so nice meeting you today. Going to try and get tickets for your show tonight. Awesome. Awesome to meet you, for sure. It'll be fun. Oh, she's talking to Joe Gatto here. Just bought two tickets. Now I have to find someone to come with me. Haha. Can't wait. Okay, so that's completely normal. Okay. She said she was drunk. I don't think she was drunk at this point. Well, which would make sense, right? Because also, awesome. I'll leave two meet and greet passes for you at the box office under your name so you can come back and say hello. Have fun. Okay, so I think this would be what's it called? Important information because I did view this beforehand and she did say something about Joe Gatto knowing her name as well as names of her people close to her, and that would make sense because it's a meet and greet pass, and meet and greet, you're literally putting all your information together for this. Let's see. Okay, she's talking to Joe. Photo with Joe. Okay. Okay, she took the photo. So happy you cried. Or so happy you loved it. I'm so sorry I made you cry. No worries. All good tears anyway. So good. You look great in the picture. So that's good. So I can see there's confusion with this one. I don't know if there's confusion with it right now. Let's see in the comments. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with the text. So yeah, this can literally be like just a normal innocent text. This can be interpreted for me at least. Say you look good in the picture. You can post it because she could post it to her story. And thank you. I think you're the star of the photo though. Yeah, debatable. Well, that's this one also is pretty friendly. Joe is pretty funny. So this you literally read it in his voice. You can know what he means by this. And the story replies agree with me. So she did post it. That's nice. So glad I'm giving you street cred. And I rather have real friends than street cred anyways. Just gotta show off what people missed. But people missed what? What did people miss? Fuck yes. What a day. Fuck yes. Hopefully the rest of your night is equally epic. Just drinking and hanging out. Hope yours is too. I don't know why you said this, but good. Hope yours is too. Okay. That's normal. You can I think this is forced. You don't need to say this. Just say, "Oh, hope your night is good too." Just say that. Now, next one. Okay. I don't know if I can post this. I might have to blur this post production, but let's see. This is a photo of a bite mark with his. Okay, probably going to be taken down, but here's what he did with his teeth. So it is a bite mark, but this looks way too big to be a bite mark. The scars propagate away from her buttocks. So I don't know if this is actually, because this is really dark scarring as well. So I don't know if this can be unless Joe bit down really hard and made her bleed, because this is really deep scarring. Let's see. Anyways, at least you took a photo of it. That is good. I don't know. We'll never know until what happens next. Now, this is the main TikTok, 12.7 million views.
I got sexually assaulted by Joe Gatto, the impractical joker.
Okay.
I'm so sorry I was at work and I didn't think that shit was gonna blow up. I've literally been posting about this shit for over a year. And I've been DMing celebrities, other people, like trying to get my story out there. And one goddamn little TikTok about that follows this little trend about a celebrity, then it fucking blows up. And you guys don't believe me.
So, why didn't you? Well, I'm trying to blame you, but anyways, let's just say, yeah, tell the police. Don't tell other celebrities, because what are they going to do? They're not going to talk to. They're not. You're not going to have that type of interaction like what you did with Joe Gatto. He's not going to reply to you just like that. Let's see what else.
Why do you think I was?
That's okay. We believe you.
Yeah. I got sexually assaulted by Joe Gatto,
Okay,
the
tell
impractical
us.
joker.
Tell us.
I'm sorry if you don't want to believe it.
No one's
But
saying that.
the people you idolize are not always going to be good. They're going to do shitty things, and they're going to take.
That's not a surprise. Chris Brown, um, Drake, you know, um, what was that name? That one weather reporter that I used to follow. Um, Even the celebrities that you think are nice, they're not really going to be nice out there, because they're humans too. If you push them, they will push back.
Take advantage of. They're going to take advantage of people because of.
Well, I don't know about taking advantage of people, unless it's like Drake or. But let's see what else. Joe Gatto
Like,
was way too nice of a guy.
I'm not saying it was. I mean, I think some of it was my fault. I don't fucking know how this shit works, but
Well, at least you're admitting fault to some things, if it ever comes to that. That's good, because that really turns the tide if this thing does come out to be true.
I just posted the proof,
Okay, let's see the proof.
and I have not told you guys half of it. I got.
Okay, so here it is, 2.4. 10 minutes. Let's read it.
You
Let's
guys
see it.
ready?
Okay.
Since a lot of people like to make assumptions about things, and rightfully so, since I didn't post a lot of information out there, I just kind of posted some statements, and that can lead to a lot of false information. So I wanted to come out here and share my story right out flat
Okay.
and how it is, and finally get it out there because I didn't know how to or if it would ever gain attention, and now I have some. So here's my time to shine. Here we go.
It's your time to shine. Girl, this is not victorious. Come on. Just tell the story. Don't add any unnecessary comments to this story. Come on.
My first interaction with this man was at brunch with my mom and my sister, and we were all fangirling. We were like, no fucking way. Literally, look.
Okay.
Couldn't believe it. And nobody else really recognized him, so of course we went up.
No one really recognized him. Well, I'll give you that. Some people still don't know Impractical Jokers, and it's been a year since, no, 2 years since Joe was the last part of the main group. But to say that he's not really known, I guess that's a little bit of a stretch.
And we asked for a picture because nobody
Okay.
else was, so of course we're gonna be those annoying bitches. So yeah, we went up, we took pictures. Here's me. Here's my sister. My sister is a way bigger fan than me. I'm literally only an Impractical Jokers fan because of her. She used to watch it every single night before bed, and I used to hang out with her sometimes in her room. And we would watch it every single time. And when we lived together, she would have it on 24/7. 24/7. That's all that lady watched. Anyway, that's kind of like an important thing. So So while we were over there taking pictures with him, he had asked us if we were going to his comedy show that night. We knew nothing about said comedy show, but we would have gone together. My sister used to live here and now she lives somewhere else, whatever. She had plans that night, she couldn't go. So
Okay.
I wanted to go with a friend. Those are hard to find, so I couldn't find a friend to go with me. So I had messaged, said sir, because he had liked my Instagram story, and
So stepping up for your sister to go to a show that's hosted by someone you don't even know. It's like me going to Carrie Underwood concert, but I'm not a fan, but I'm associated with someone who's a fan, who's like my dad. It's sort of like that, but
whatnot. So I was like, okay, maybe I can get some free tickets because I, I don't know. I've never met a celebrity before. This is literally the first celebrity I've ever met in my life. And it low key worked. So here's my Instagram story. Here's the text I sent him. Like, crazy to meet you. Gonna try and get tickets to your show. Awesome to meet you. For sure, come. It'll be fun. Got tickets. Trying to find someone to come. Awesome. I'll leave 2 meet and greet passes for you at the box office under your name so you can come back and say hello. Have fun. Huh?
what do you mean, huh? You booked the meet and greet passes.
So does that mean I have free tickets?
Girl, you
That's
bought the
cool.
tickets. Come on.
I don't know if that did or not. Like, I literally didn't know what to do in this situation. I didn't know that's later in the story. Anyway,
How are you so surprised? It's not free. You bought the tickets. It's under your name. Come on.
so that all happens. I'm like getting the tickets, whatnot, like planning to go to the show. I do go to the show, um, and if you look on my TikTok, you can find the video of it. I just don't want to insert it again, but it it was fun. Like, I was so excited. This was the first comedy show I'd ever been to, the first famous person, and this like actual famous person I liked and was gonna be funny. Like, I felt safe going to this show. Like, I've been to this theater a million times before and whatever. So I go and I'm waiting in line and I'm like trying to go to the like get to the box office, tell someone my name so I can get these whatever. And nobody's really believing me. It was kind of this whole thing. And then they finally did, and there was a whole sticky note with my name, like blah blah blah. And then this lady took me and led me to a certain spot. And long story short, I had an entire row, like barred off row in the Pabst Theater in Milwaukee, to myself and 2 other people, I believe, that were on like the opposite end. But there was literally like a million seats in between us. Don't mind him. But
A, don't be distracted. Come on. And B, I think that's a VIP row. No? I think we're talking about a VIP row here.
it was fun, whatever. I did the meet and greet at the end, and I was by myself, so all these ladies let me skip to the head of the line, so I didn't have to wait behind all these like families trying to meet this dude. And I skipped to the head of the line and took some pics with dude, and
You don't need to say dude. We know who you're talking about, and you already said his name. What?
I yeah. Here are the pics. So here's the one. I look really different. My forehead looks low key really big. Here's another one. Yeah, looks gross. It just looks gross now when I look at it. Oh, here's a little pic from the comedy show. Why does he look so small? He looks so teeny. I don't know if you can see the. Why did I just try? Okay, well, you can't see the row in front of him, but I was literally in a row by myself. So after that all happened, I went home and hello.
Come on, girl. Come on.
I went home and I had a crazy roommate at the time, and so I was drinking because not because of her, just because I was drinking, because I like to drink anyway. And she kind of was half convincing me to do it, like if you don't do it, you're gonna regret it. Like do it for the plot, blah blah blah. So I was drunk, whatever, and then he was
Who is your roommate? That is a terrible thing to say. Do it for the plot. Do it for do it for whatever. That is a bad roommate. Whoever that is, you should have never listened to her again, even if you were drunk. If you knew it was bad when you were drunk, then why did this happen?
texting me all this stuff,
I want to
and
know how did
like
this
it was
happen.
starting to get a little weird, you know. Oh, I totally forgot about this. I cried when I met him. I was so overwhelmed. Like this was a big personal experience for me to go and do something by myself. Like this was a big girl. It was a big girl thing, and I had never met a famous person. Famous person. I've said that a million fucking times. How about I say it again? Anyway, so I
Then don't say it again. We already know Joe Gatto was a famous guy. Don't say it again. Just say his name, Joe Gatto.
hope you loved it. Sorry I made you cry. Haha. No worries. All good tears anyway. Haha. Okay, you look great in the picture, so that's good. Thank you. I think you're the star of the picture, though. Trying to kind of let's get around that. That was a little weird, so let's just gonna pretend that didn't happen. So then we get a debatable. Sir, that's not the. I wasn't. No. Story applies. Agree with me. Glad I'm giving you street cred, low key. And then I'm like drunk, and I'm being honest because it's a celebrity. I don't know how they work, so I'm like, I'd rather have real friends. Street cred. Just gotta show the people what they missed. What did it say? Fuck yes, what a day. Fuck yeah. Hope the rest of your night is epic. Literally just tell them what I'm doing. So after this,
Okay.
he turns on vanish mode. Also, this sky looks kind of pretty. He turns on vanish mode. So I didn't get much of that, and I was drunk and crazy roommate, so doesn't make the best combination. But I did get the one screen or like picture of my phone.
I haven't been, to too many parties. I never been drunk before either, but from the stories that I've been told or experiences I've been told of people or friends who've been drunk, they don't remember this. You're able to recall that he turned on vanish mode, and you're able to understand that you exchanged these messages in that moment. So either you weren't drunk at all, or you were under the pressure of your roommate, or you were lightly drunk and you still listened to your roommate about how this unfolded. Uh, I'm not blaming you for anything, but also that is another big plot hole for me. Let's see.
Of him on vanish mode texting me the instructions to get to his apartment. Not apartment, hotel room. And I had been to this hotel many a times. I went there. I took my prom pictures there. My sister worked there, and my sister's boyfriend worked there. Like I've been there plenty of times, but like I don't know how it's gonna be when there's a celebrity there.
It's nothing different. It's just a celebrity. They're a human. Just go there.
So to get to the point, Uber to the hotel,
Okay.
and it was a little like he was giving me these weird instructions. Like I was like thinking I was gonna be like a stealth like spy mode at this point. I walk in the door, somebody opens the door for me, whatever, and they're like asking me like I forget what they asked me. I don't know. I was drunk. I don't know, but
But okay, so that's the biggest plot hole again. So again, I'm not blaming you. How do you remember? Wait, no, hold on. I wouldn't blame you for remembering the text messages because you get to see them again once you're sober. But how do you remember him turning on vanish mode in that moment? How do you remember him exchanging those messages with you? How do you remember you being peer pressured by your roommate? But how do you not remember what the bellboy said to you at the gate, or not at the gate, the door?
but um somebody led me to the elevator, and somebody was on the elevator with me and pressed the button. Sorry, my cat. He has upper respiratory infection.
Okay, this
Some
what? That is not relevant to the story. Come on, that is not relevant. You're adding words to this story. This should have been about 8 minutes, not 10 minutes.
Somebody pressed the buttons for me on the elevator, and like whatever. So I don't know what was going on. I don't like to think about it, but and
You're on an elevator. You're going up. You're going somewhere. Where do you think an elevator is taking you? It's not taking you to SpaceX headquarters. You can go to the moon. They're going to be the first woman on Mars. Come on now.
anyway, it was yeah. And then I have I have pictures in the outside the elevator, like in the waiting area to go down the hallway. It was the weirdest, like long, like I don't know if it was a U shape, but it was like a super long, curvy. Hold on. So this is me in the elevator, fancy ass elevator. Me like, what the fuck's going on? Oh, it's a video, but I don't. Yeah. Well, I also have like the timestamp down here. I wanted to show that. This is how late it was. This is, I think, when I left.
When you left, it was 2:26 a.m. For those who can't see it on the video, Saturday, September 9, 2023, 2:26 a.m.
But it was this big ass area. Also, I like this cone. That's kind of funny.
What
But
kind of
yeah,
funny?
then.
Girl,
But
come on.
yeah, then
That's,
some stuff happened. I don't want to go into the details about everything, but
you're already spending 10 minutes talking about this story. You already posted a picture of your scarring on your not on your abdomen, your lower body. At this point, let's tell the story.
um I'm not going to show the picture that I showed posted on my account before of moi, but it just like the things he said and like he was bragging like about things and just was it was just I don't want any girl to feel like that and to have
We're already talking about a sensitive subject. Why don't you just say what it is? You need, if you want to get at a celebrity, bring him down. You know, recite everything that he said to you, because I feel like you do know what he said to you.
don't meet your stars.
That's not an everyday thing. That's not a wish I can just go up and accomplish. I can't just go up there and meet Keanu Reeves. I can't go up there and meet Travis Scott. I can't go up there and meet Kendrick Lamar. It's not that easy. It's not that easy as you say it would be.
He wasn't my star, but like don't don't dig your foot where it doesn't belong. Let's just say that. I just am finally like I've been wanting to tell people this for so long. And I've like tried in different ways, but it's hard to with somebody this big come to the realization that if I do say something that I'm really saying something. Um so if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you. Um oh, some things I forgot to mention. This was right after I turned 19
Okay.
and right after he got back together with his wife.
Okay.
With
So
his wife.
yes, I can see the issue here. That's thank you for adding that. That's big information to add.
He has
What else?
kids.
Whose kids?
Oh, and he knew everything about me when I went there.
Well, I you know I think that's not surprising because you contacted him, you exchanged information on the on Instagram, you exchanged names, you exchanged what's it called information, you took pictures with each other. On those tickets, it's names, so I'm pretty sure he knows you because of that. That's not really concerning unless you really took it to that extent. You know,
My family
I'll read
members'
you this
names,
one.
my dogs'
Let's see.
names. It was a little creepy. I didn't really like it. But that's what famous people can do. So, yeah. Thank you.
You know, I don't. There's bad celebrities out there. You guys know, unless you've been living under a rock or what's it called, Starlink hasn't reached you yet. P Diddy, P Diddy will always be a bad guy. R. Kelly will always be a bad guy, no matter how you twist it. But Joe Gatto, I don't know him personally. I never met him personally. Closest I ever met was within a few feet of Comic Con. But Joe Gatto is one of the nicest guys. He's like dad humor type of guy. And to think that he would be acting like P. Diddy in terms of power, that is sort of unbelievable. Again, anything can happen. We don't know who these celebrities are. We don't know who they are in real life. I thought the same thing about Chris Brown. I thought the same thing about a bunch of rappers. I thought the same thing about Michelle Branch, you know. But also, People make mistakes, and also it's anything can happen. We don't. Okay. Anyways, I'll redo this video, but we will. I'll add to more of this later. Now, final run through is this last video right here. It looks like a recording of her
This shit's so
phone.
damn embarrassing.
I don't know why she didn't choose to screen record this, but let's see. It says vanish mode, so it looks like vanish mode is uh, up and running here. Like she did say that vanish mode will happen. But isn't the thing that you said that vanish mode, once you leave the chat, these messages will go away? Well, I don't know when this video was taken, but let's see. Because once you leave this chat, unless you left it open for a year, I don't think these messages will be recoverable. And if you can't do the press the button for me trick to get to 7. I'll come down and not get out of the elevator. You just get it. Let me know when you get there. I don't know why Joe would put vanish mode for messages like these. These look innocent. I don't know why he would do vanish mode for these messages. And I don't know why you're interpreting them to be as the Diddy type of messages here. These are innocent.
This shit's so damn embarrassing.
Okay, time to redo the video.